Hey guys, welcome. Welcome in. So, um, so I'm just gonna be doing some heist management kind of deal. Me and a bunch of my friends will do it sometime later on this week. So I'll probably stream our heist. Uh, the VOD will be up sometime in the next few days, I think. Oh, if you guys are big fans of if you guys are big fans of wrestling like I am, I have this thing coming up with one of my close friends. We're planning on doing a deal at one of our a local con that comes through every year, Kauai Con, and it's kind of like not cinem, it might be a cinematic match, if I had to say it, but we're gonna be at that con having some fun, just doing some random, just some random fun, have some random fun with it. Uh, but it's gonna be me versus him. We're gonna do some like cool stuff, I guess. Y'all can come like if you want to. We'll be there. Just come and join us, or not come and join us, but we're gonna need so like. As you can see, we just spent a ton of fucking money. Great. I have a mission that I want to run, so. I'm gonna try and I wanna try and start streaming like Pokemon. I'm thinking of getting an OLED Switch soon. So I'm gonna see if I can hook that up to my computer. And I'm gonna see if I can play like some of the I wanna play the game. Like yeah, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, like it's a really good game, like if anybody's down to, like, you can come and watch me play, whatever. I have to make this place with some passive income. Yeah, I don't care. We gotta make sure the weapons are untraceable. I'm gonna be pissed off if it's another like mission where the oh Meriwether, those fucking pieces of shit they stole. Da, 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 like. Just in case. You just take out the dudes on the beach. Okay. That son of a bitch is taken care of. Oh wow, there's a lot. I thought there would be. Ooh. Okay. So as long as I kept the plane up in the air. God damn it. Okay. Make sure there was a thing. Oh no 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 no! Shit! And we lost it. care for the station wagon. I need it.
His job nowadays, I don't know. Trying to get it back. You know how to get rid of stink feet? You gotta wash your feet with shampoo, you know. Yeah, you're supposed to, that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know, shampoo has this thing that deodorizes hair and shit, so I have your cold hair. Well, I was like looking at go to your tank yesterday or no? I know, well, I mean, if I was in Chico, I would get Jason Momoa looking fucker, bro. You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I was just thinking like, you know what it is about her?
Kaboom, motherfuckers! Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, come down, little baby. So hard. I just need a car. Any car will do. Yeah, I'm taking your car, babe. We'll take one of the big trucks. Get in and drive. Fucking A. What the hell? I need a dump truck. Come on, swoop down closer. Swoop down closer, one of you motherfuckers. Really? is going on here? I am losing money as I'm doing this. So fucking stupid. Yeah. Okay. Where in the hell did those guys come from? The helicopter crashed? Is that the reason why? Oh, perfect. What the fuck?
What are you doing?
GTA. Hate these stupid fucking
Why are you
missions.
playing it on there?
Cause I have it on here. Is there a problem?
Why don't you just hook up your controller so it's easier?
You haven't experienced playing on PC. That's why you just gotta get used to it. I tried to hook up the controller and it still doesn't go. So
What are you trying to do? Bluetooth or USB?
Bluetooth.
I think you had a USB.
Fuck yourself. So we're gonna try that again. After a few runs at my business. Yeah, at my business. Try a few more times. So I'm thinking of doing a podcast with a bunch of my buddies. It'll be like eventually. We'll try it out. Maybe we'll do it on stream. I don't know. I can set up my Discord and whatever, and could just podcast like that, and then you know what? I think the first episode's gonna come out after our con experience. Because my my friend Eddie is the he's the one who's gonna do the editing. So maybe we'll do, I don't know, maybe we'll do maybe we'll do a podcast. Maybe some gameplay over it. I don't know. Like we'll try and figure that out. If you guys aren't up for that kind of stuff, then you can let me know. But I really wanted to try podcasting at least once. when we started, it's gonna be about, I think maybe 30 minutes, 45, depending on how much we're like shooting the shit. Oh, and also, yes, it's gonna be an uncensored podcast, so whatever we say will not be cut. So if you get very offended easily, stuff like that, like just keep in mind this is just jokes. Like we're just doing jokes, kind of. If you guys don't like that kind of stuff, then you don't have to tune in. But I would really like it if you guys could, please. To be honest, I'm not family friendly at all. I can be wholesome if you want me to, but shit like that doesn't happen very often. I sold all my stuff. Go to Hookies. Oh. Wasn't I doing this one first? Okay. Let's head to ammunition first. I need to resupply. I spent so much cash on ammunition, and that mission f***ed me over. So we need to resupply on.
I mean, I didn't know he was telling her everything like that. Like, now she thinks I'm a slut. She keeps telling me I'm a slut. I'm like, okay, keep calling me out. I'm just like, okay.
Time to get to swimming. So I'm going to Hookies for no reason. And then I have to swim and go pick. Oh, crap. Great. Okay. So these CEO missions, I'm just going to do a few just to make enough money. And I'm just going to sell them all. Jesus, is like at the halfway on the other side of the map. This is so stupid. Ugh.
Why are you getting nuts? You're not even my girlfriend, bro. She's like, yeah, and you're not my nigga, so what? I was like, exactly. So what?
Dog. I have a bunch of rebreathers left from the last mission we did. So stupid. I hate doing missions like this. It sends you halfway across the map for no fucking reason. Yeah, I'm not a family friendly product, so if you don't like the swearing, you can just leave. Sorry, that's just how it goes, guys. I swear. That's normal. Oh. I've done this mission before. I hate it. Merryweather motherfuckers don't leave me alone. Yep, I've done this mission before. God, I hate this. Stupid son of a bitch. Is it here? Where's the rebreathers? Is that it? I've done this mission before and it is not fun. Nothing. The other way, so the other way. Come on. There we go. Just up on the wing, right? this one too. Oh, this is fucking sucks. No valuables in that one. Oh, I hate this mission. Deepest one. Oh, no, we're not going in. Game is so damn stressful. They shouldn't be able to see me, which doesn't make sense. Mark me a different path. It's because the safe house is in the fucking mountains. Of course it is. Of course it's in the mountains. That's so fucking stupid. They shouldn't be able to follow. Where's my bike? Go, go, go. Oh my god, this is so stupid. This game is so dumb. Again, another mission like this. Motorcycle definitely was the way to go. Okay. You know what? Screw this game. I'm done. This is so stupid. Ah. Ah, this is so stupid. Ah. Ah, this game is so dumb. Okay. That game is so dumb and it irritates the hell out of me. Oh. Okay, this game is so stupid. I hate this stupid game. It's not even funny. Are you? Ugh. I hate that guy. You should try it. If you use my code charm, you get 10% off. I'm still kind of learning the ropes here, but giving you the little sign that, yeah, it's really good. Oh, I hate this. Okay, give me just a second. Let me pull up something else. I might have almost just pissing me off.
What'd I miss?
Just a sudden conclusion.
Ah, double knockout. What have I done? I'm sorry.
So that's what it's about. Tiger likes nerd. How exciting! You don't seem surprised.
Be fair, please. What'd I miss?
Just a sudden conclusion.
Ah, double knockout.
Why don't we review some stuff? Hmm. Uh.
Welcome back, guys.
Maybe?
Alright, today I'm going to be ranking every rival from Pokemon, from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 9. Not based on personal...
Why don't we... Okay. Let's do that. So, I guess so. We're gonna do a react. I guess. Yeah. Well. Before we start, oh, let's go that way. Since my camera's facing that way. Okay. So, me being a wrestling fan, I've collected a ton of different stuff over the years. Oh, recently I just started collecting wrestling figures. Didn't know this stuff existed. Thanks to the Major Wrestling Figure podcast, they gave a little bit of things that I wanted to collect. That's the Major Wrestling Figure podcast right here. They have their own little line of Bendems. The Bendems line originally, which are these here if you can see. I have series 2 through 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I have series 2 through 6. So, I have series 2 through 6. So, this line specifically, the Bendems line, this is where they got the inspiration for these. It's a little more quality than those ones, because these are like the OG stuff. This is from like 97? This was the continuation of the Hasbro line. Okay, hold. I guess so. We're gonna do a little wrestling figure history. Give me just a second. Let me get it set up. Window capture. That's not it. Okay, that's the one I was looking for. We're just gonna space this out a bit. Okay, and then
As the line continues, I don't think it thrives as much
Major
as it could have,
Wrestling
but
Figure podcast.
they're still making a lot of. Oh no!
Yeah.
But also,
You're listening to the Major Pod Network, the only place where your favorite toy store, card shop, arcade, theme park, and arena are all on the same block. Scratch that major itch.
Entering the Titantron.
Ho, ho, ho. No. Ha, ha, ha. Merry Christmas. Listen up, slapnuts. You're watching the history of Just Toys of Bendem Figures right here on the Major Pod Network. And you know what? Speaking of bendies, don't forget to order the My World bendies right here. Don't forget. Listen, hope everybody has a great Merry Christmas and choke on that, slappies.
Hey, this is the Master of the Worm, Scotty Juhadi, and you're watching the history of Just Toys Bendems on the Major Pod Network. You know, not only is my Bendems so rare that I don't have one, but I've never even seen one in person. So, I have an idea. Maybe I should get Major Bendy.
Those 3 right at the bottom,
Anyways,
that's Jeff Jarrett.
all that good stuff.
He actually has one of the rarest bendies, or Bendems.
Talking figs and collectibles. Here we are, let's go. Cardone is here to buy everything. Bare minimum, Brian, sing you what to say. Smart Mark is ready to the show. It's time to talk, let's go.
What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to a very, very special edition Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. It's the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, and today we're doing the complete history of Just Toys WWF Bendems. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, Brian Myers, a.k.a. Scotty Pippen, a wrestling figure collector.
And I am your host, always ready, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
Also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, Dr. Silverballs, Phil Jackson of wrestling figure collecting, and this is one of my favorite toy lines.
I'm streaming.
Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it, boys. Let's
the Bendems.
Right out the gate. These are not spectacular toys.
I would have to disagree with you.
These are, in my opinion, a super sentimental piece of professional wrestling figure history is what I would say.
I'm gonna completely disagree. Yeah. And I'm going to say they are one of, if not the most underrated and underappreciated toy lines in history. But I don't think they're crap. I think
we're gonna get into some stuff today that is.
I will say the scale gets a little kabuki-ish, but for what they are, essentially bendable figures, I think they're great. I think they're very detailed.
Cheap as hell.
At a very affordable rate, which at the time, some places $199. I remember.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to hit right off the bat here. Mark Broski, what are your first memories of Bendems?
So Series 1, continuing the Hasbro line. I mean, that's
but you
do I have my Nash?
Like buying Series 1 in the stores.
Okay.
Absolutely, yes.
So
hold on for a second.
I remember my dad coming home with
Let me see if I
Series
have my
1.
Nash.
I think
I have
ruptured my appendix, so this I must have been 5th grade. Some are going into 6th grade. Does that time table make sense? So like 95?
Yeah.
Some are 95, right?
Or like I think Series 1 is like available in stores like early.
No, impossible.
Is this
because okay, here's another. Let's get this out of the way.
This is San Francisco.
Online in a lot of these videos, and let's give some plugs for some videos that
Plug your plane up. That guy made that really cool one where he cuts up a Bendem and shows you the inside.
Well,
made.
that's one of them. Let's give him a little plug. I got him right here. Knox Nerds. The history of the WWF Bendem toy line is up there. Also, our good friend.
Great video, and there's not a lot of views on it, which is a damn shame.
No.
Yeah.
But also,
damn it.
Figure Collections has a history of just toys Bendem. I think you should watch them both.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Check down that.
Okay. Okay.
Did
not know my mic was muted.
For sure. And I definitely.
Hello. So this body's gonna look very, very jacked when I go back and review it.
Because this error is all over.
Damn it.
Listen, I'm sure we're gonna make a couple errors.
Okay, so
in
this.
the comments. But
So they're gonna start explaining.
The bag Series 1.
Okay, so the Series 1.
Okay,
I did not know my mic was muted.
I think it's because it was in the.
And they're still. So this body's gonna look very, very jacked when I go back and review it.
Not a WrestleMania 10. It's WrestleMania 11. Just do the math.
Okay, so this.
There's no way this is WrestleMania 10 because they.
So they're gonna start explaining.
Somewhere around.
Okay, so the Series 1, I found sellers that are actually cheap for them, and they're still on cards.
Okay. So I think you are correct, and I think Diesel is smoking gun and evidence to this, right?
100%, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 100% correct because
I have that Kevin Nash somewhere around. I have it on card.
Right? I have the ring.
Or not card, but
it has like the dates of when these were all designed, and it's a late 1984.
God, I messed up.
The idea that they got these made in time for
Can't
WrestleMania,
believe my mic was muted.
was impossible.
You're right. Misconception. It was
so
in
everybody
March 3rd,
just
WrestleMania
did not
11.
hear the whole GTA session.
Bag
So.
the Series 1.
Thanks for tuning in.
So let's
this
back
body's
up
gonna
little.
look so jacked going back.
The whole company, but I think it is important.
Oh,
Show
God.
Toys starts in the late 80s, but at first they're called Twistables. And
Can't believe my mic was muted.
The first wrestling figures.
So everybody just did not hear the whole GTA session. So.
They make WCW,
thanks for tuning in.
Everyone who's in Series 1 Galoo.
This body's gonna look so jacked going back.
Not available in America.
It's a
and funny enough, I don't think I had any WCW Bendems, but I had a ton of Star Wars Bendems that I played.
That's another thing I have right here.
That superseded the that was before Power of the Force, and if you like Star Wars, which I was getting into because those
I got rid of them.
PHP.
I had that. I had the Argentinian Bendem. That one. I think that's Sting.
My Star Wars markdom was to get
I had it.
Bendems. No, really.
Shit.
That's the thing. Star Wars was.
I had it loose though.
I don't want to say it was a dead bird, but it really was.
It was deceased.
Right, like it wasn't in the theaters. There were no toys.
So irritating.
Oh,
I got rid of them. I had that. I had the Argentinian Bendem. That one. That's Sting.
That was like the only way to like.
I had it. Shit. I had it loose though.
You know, in 2021, right?
I'm so sad.
Just Toys took the chance. It was just banking on nostalgia. And
So irritating.
Power of the Force figures came out. They still did very,
Damn.
very well.
I think I'm just
with
gonna
the Star
tap
Wars
out at
brand.
2
But
hours.
it wasn't just Star Wars. WWF. They had
Oh,
a
I
lot
screwed
of
up.
different brands.
So
That's
I
what was so
fucked
cool.
it.
A lot of Disney stuff, Marvel stuff. In fact, they made like so
sorry.
much money the year Beauty and the Beast came out.
I'm so
because
sad.
they had the
Shit.
rights to these Beauty and the Beast figures and just killed it that year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which is a very interesting fact.
Which
Okay, I think I'm just gonna tap out at 2 hours.
The originals.
Hasbro.
Oh, I screwed up.
Really
So I
collect
fucked
loose,
it.
but the guy only had it loose when I bought it.
That's
so
a very
I'm
important piece
I'm
of
sorry.
It's not bad.
WWF
It's one of the
released
first
the
ones here.
license in 1994. You know, there is that rumored, and it was supposed to come out in 1995. The Orange Card series never comes out.
This is one of the
these figures
originals.
Kind of
I don't
pick up
really
kind of
collect
have
loose,
Hasbro
but the guy
here at
only
the
had it
moment.
loose when I
And
bought
of
it,
course,
so
getting joined
that's not
Razor
bad.
Red.
It's one of the first
So
ones here.
what he's talking about are these.
Okay, so
I
what
don't have
he's
I don't
talking
have
about
Hasbro figure at the
are
moment.
these figures.
So what he's talking about
So
are
he's talking
these.
about these figures.
These figures start in I think it's 92. He said
Has
might have been 91.
Okay, so what
91
he's
or 92.
talking about
And it has like
are
this line is
these
so,
figures.
These lines are so hard to find nowadays. Like the
sorry.
this is one figure.
So he's talking
like,
about
I wanted
these
to try and
figures.
collect these, but not
These
worth the money.
figures
These are like
start in
$1,000.
I think it's
now.
92.
So if you
he said?
know anybody who has
Might have
like
been
even the
91.
ones, go for
91 or 92.
like maybe
And it has like
$500,
this line is so
$400.
these lines are so hard to find nowadays.
These are really
Like
expensive.
the
Like,
this is
Hogan
one
here?
figure. Like I wanted to
Some
try and
people,
collect
like,
these, but
let's
not
check
worth the
eBay.
money. These are like
eBay
$1,000 now. So if you know anybody who has like the even the loose ones, go for like maybe $500, $400.
has
These are really expensive. Like Hogan here,
this is like
some people like
$300.
let's check eBay.
But this is series 5. If we
eBay.
look for like series 2, you know why this one is so cheap because of the card.
Hulk,
So if you look at the
Hogan.
card, it's really like that's the reason why.
Hasbro.
Even like this
This
series
is
5,
like
like,
$300.
they go for
But this is
hundreds
series
of dollars.
5. If we look for like series
So this,
2,
This is hundreds of dollars because
you know
of
why
the
this one is
carding.
so cheap because of the carding. So if you look at the carding, it's really like that's the reason why.
Series 5.
Even like this,
Hogan was one of their best sellers. But as
series
you can
5,
see,
like see, look, they go for hundreds of dollars.
see, look.
So
can-
this
Hogan
is
one the
hundreds of
biggest
dollars
wrestling
because of
stars
the bet
of
carding.
the 80s, of the 90s.
This card is a
Series
Spanish
5,
card.
not an
Hogan
English
Hogan was one
English
of their
card
best sellers.
so
But as you
expensive.
can see, like
let's take a look.
see, look,
All listings.
you can Hogan is one of the biggest wrestling stars of the 80s, of the 90s.
Condition, shipping.
This card is a Spanish card, not an English card. English carding is so much more expensive.
I'm looking for.
Like, let's take a look. All listings. Buy it now. Condition.
Hulk Hogan,
Shipping.
Hasbro, mint on card.
See, it's not what
French.
I'm looking for.
French carding.
And this is Series 5. Look. This is just...
We're not needing
Look,
that.
you have Hulk Hogan, Hasbro, mint on card. So, if you look at the cards... French. Let's go through it. French carded. So you have
And
the
this
Rock
is Series
and Roll
5. Or Rockers.
Look. Which was Marty Jannetty and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This is what he did
you have
before that era. Then you have the Bushwhackers. These guys are still active if you look at the cards, let's go through. Then you have Hogan. So you have the Rock and Roll Express
or the Rockers,
which was Marty Jannetty and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. This is what he did before that era. This one at the end. Then you have the Bushwhackers. And this is Series These guys 5. Are still active today. They're not English carding. English carding is expensive. Then you have Hogan, this is a Series 5 card. Then you have Super Flash. But as you can see, they're not English carding.
Cards. These are like French.
This is the Series 1
cards. From like
this
Spain
one at the end
France.
Is the Series 1.
These are expensive.
And this is Series 5.
Even with that.
They're not English carding.
Look
English carding is expensive.
It's kind of bent out of shape, but it's expensive.
And you have
$1 million
Super Flash Snooker. But you can see like
these are not English cards.
Oh wait. I think
these are like French or Spanish cards.
I might be wrong.
From like Spain and
even
France.
Like with Macho.
These are expensive.
Roddy
even with that.
Piper.
Look at the snooker. It's kind of bent out of shape, but it's expensive.
Sergeant Slaughter,
$1 million Look, see,
Ultimate Warrior, dude.
This is a Series 1 Macho.
French or Spanish carding. I can't really tell by the language. I think it's a Series 4 Macho. I might be wrong. But these are even like Macho. So this line,
Roddy
Piper,
97, like you said.
They lose
Brutus
the
the Barber.
Hasbro does not have the license at this point. Sergeant Slaughter, Andre, Ultimate Warrior 2. This is not English carding. These are French or Spanish carding. I can't really tell by the language. But these are expensive. So this line ends in 97, like you said. They lose the license. So Hasbro does not have the license at this point. But it's loose. But I don't know what happened to the wild into that. We'll continue watching.
That missing set, like a lot of the pieces of the missing Hasbro set.
I always found it interesting that it was all baby faces. So let's get into it.
Series 1.
Let's get Series 1.
I have the Diesel somewhere, but it's loose, and I don't know what happened to the card that I had for it.
Now, what's great, and I'll throw up a picture right now. Mark will throw it up, actually. These are pretty in scale with Hasbro's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let's also not forget that these aren't, they're not even the first WWF Bendems, maybe.
I have the Diesel.
LJN made the Bendems.
Yes.
So, like, it's not an unfamiliar category in the wrestling figure space.
We also have to touch upon the false advertising of, like, twistable and bendable. Like, these things, they bend, but, I mean, barely.
Like, yeah. you can get the arm up, but
I have the Diesel.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I have it. It's somewhere around.
I'll
go look for it later.
Run wild for sure, but this isn't like
we can go through the whole
articulated by Eddie Beans or
line after.
It's not. It's far from a Stretch Armstrong. I'll tell you that.
That is for sure. But, I love the Diesel. Now this first series, very cartoony.
Yeah, more so than the other guys.
Yeah, I don't.
Lex's face.
I have it. It's somewhere around. I'll go look for it later.
Like this and just deteriorate.
We can go through the whole
and just get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller.
Line after.
Well, I love Series 1. Let's stick to the Diesel and just point out everything about.
Hopefully one day I'm big enough where
I say they're under.
If I can be like a
every figure
open appeal box where I can have
or their logo
stuff like this sent to me.
back engraved. I don't know if you can see that if you're watching the video.
It's their signature.
Right. So, he's got the glove molded on. He's got the tassels coming down. Even the back pockets. I love.
Hopefully one day I'm big enough where
also says 94
if I can be like a open appeal box where I can have stuff like this sent to me.
The packaging also is very, very cool. And
I think that's one of the things that really makes it stand out the whole series.
Right, and it stays somewhat uniform throughout the time. Same size. There's the artwork up the top.
These was probably downstairs with my niece's toys.
But with like a really cool art artist rendition and stuff. That eventually changes throughout the line, but it's pretty cool.
Well, I don't know if people
so Big Daddy Cool, whether you're gonna collect all these Bendems or not, you have to get this because you're not done playing with your Hasbros.
Yes.
Like you need this.
These guys are probably downstairs with my niece's toys.
Gear Razor Ramon as Diesel.
Oh, well,
now have Diesel.
I didn't do any of that like pretend shit.
I didn't
like that you did.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if people are.
While we're here, so growing up, I watched wrestling as a kid.
These guys are just grown men. Keep this
So
in mind.
This guy
Like
is
me.
one of my
Oh, well,
the old time guys that I remember watching as a kid. Like around
so
2000.
while we're here,
2008.
so growing up,
If you don't know who this is,
growing
his name is
up,
Matt
I watched
Cardona.
wrestling as a kid.
Formerly known as
So
Zack Ryder.
this guy is one of my
He's actually
the
one of
old time guys that I
remember
remember watching as a kid. Like around
I just recently found out
2000
Brian Myers.
7,
There's no offense to that.
2008.
I'm sorry if that offended anybody.
If you
Especially if
don't
you've been
know
big
who
fans
this
of these
is, his
two
name is
since
Matt
they were
Cardona,
youngins in the
formerly
business.
known as
And then
Zack
this is their
Ryder.
friend Mark Sterling.
He's
now a
actually one
wrestler
of
for
like I
AEW,
remember
the
watching
newest
this dude as a
company that
kid.
just came up.
I just recently found out who
collect
this
their
is,
figures.
Brian
If
Myers.
You can see.
There's no
up
offense to
there,
that. I'm
there's
sorry
the
if that
Supreme
offended
line.
anybody, especially if you've
That's
been big
the
fans of these two
unmatched
since they
line.
were youngins in the business.
And just take it back.
And then this is their friend Mark Sterling.
Well, that's
He's
the
now a wrestler
Unrivaled
for
line. As you can see,
AEW, the
kinda
newest
lines
company
my
that just came
room.
up. I collect their figures. If you
I
can
pretty much
see
have,
up there, it's the Supreme line.
for Unrivaled.
That's the unmatched
I
line.
pretty much have Series 2.
And then just take it back
not
real
Series
quick.
2. Series 3 through.
Then that's the
9.
unrivaled line. As you can see, it kind of
This
lines
is a
my
very
room.
expensive hobby, by the way. I have Series 3 through 9.
I pretty much have
Unmatched. I have Series 1 through.
for unrivaled. I pretty much
I have
have
Series 1 through
series
4. And
No, it's
then
not
the
Series
Supreme
2.
line, I have
Series
only
3
1 right
through
now. But I
9.
am trying to collect
This is a very expensive hobby, by the way.
AEW figures.
I have series 3 through 9.
Mess with WWE figures a little bit.
Unmatched. I have series
just not
1
my thing.
through.
Like when AEW announced they were
I have
gonna
series
have
1 through
wrestling
4.
figures, I used to go to the store.
And then the Supreme line, I have only series
pretty
1
much
right now.
to go to Walmart.
But I am
I just,
trying
like,
to
look around,
collect
look in the toy aisles to see if they had any of
AEW
the
figures. I don't mess
they
with
released the
WWE figures
figures,
a little bit.
but I missed my
It's
chance.
just not my thing. Like when AEW announced they were gonna
Then I
have
found out
wrestling
about
figures,
Ringside Collectibles.
I used to go to the
So if
stores
you- if
every
you
day, pretty much
Are
to go to
wrestling figure
Walmart
collector like me.
and just like look around, look in the toy aisles to see if they had
You can
any
use
of the
Ringside.
figures. And
they
they
these guys
released
have
the
a code,
figures,
so use
but I
Major for
missed my
10%
chance.
off. It'll be really good.
Then I
If-
found out about Ringside
Try,
Collectibles.
I guess.
So if you
They're these guys
are
are
a
really,
wrestling
like,
figure
super
collector
chill.
like me,
They do live shows every couple months.
you can use Ringside.
So
They
I haven't been
give
able
these
to
guys
attend
have a
one yet.
code, so use
If
Major
anything,
for
you guys
10%
should
off.
Try if
It'll be
you're out in the mainland, mainland U.S. I'm from
it'll be
Hawaii,
really
so they
good
haven't
if
done a show
try.
here.
I guess
These guys have never come to Hawaii.
they're
For a show.
these guys are really like super chill.
So
They
maybe
do
one
live
day.
shows
my
every
dream is
couple
to be
months.
a wrestler. So
So
hopefully
I
one
haven't
day
been
can
able
make
to
that
attend one
happen.
yet. If
Like,
anything,
bring them
you
to
guys should
Hawaii,
try
have,
if
like, we
you're
could,
out in the
have
mainland
them do a
mainland
wrestling show
U.S.
or
I'm
something.
from Hawaii, so
Like,
they haven't
I don't
done a
care
show
if it's
here.
like an indie show.
These
or-
guys have never
I
come to
would love
Hawaii
to
for a
just
show.
have them.
So maybe one day. My dream is to be a wrestler.
If
So
you see my mouth moving, during
hopefully
the whole
one day I
GTA
can make
stream
that
part
happen.
Of this,
Like bring them to
Uh,
Hawaii. Have the like we could.
that's my fault.
Have them do a wrestling show
didn't
somewhere.
mute.
I don't
My
care if
mic
it's
was
like an
muted,
indie
but
show or whatnot.
I was explaining.
I would love
that
to just
my
have them.
friend Eddie.
Uh,
You can find his YouTube channel, Eddie Confetti.
if you seen my mouth moving during the whole GTA stream part
he is a
of
filmmaker.
this,
So I pitched an idea to him.
that's my fault.
Couple,
I
2 or
didn't
3 weeks ago.
mute.
where we
My
have a
mic
local
was
con
muted,
that comes
but
through Kauai
I
Con,
was
which is
explaining
kind of like
that
an anime
my
con
friend Eddie,
somewhat. And I pitched this idea.
You can find his YouTube channel, Eddie Confetti.
He's a wrestling fan just like me.
He is a filmmaker.
Us two.
So I pitched an idea to him
at
2 or 3 weeks ago, where we have a local con that comes through Kauai Con, which is kind of like an anime con, somewhat.
We're trying to get that all together, sorted,
and
separated,
I pitched
whatever.
this idea to him where
he's gonna play the good guy.
He's a wrestling fan just like me.
I want to play.
I pitched the idea of us two having a wrestling match
smiley.
at
But
the
eventually,
con.
we're gonna do this whole deal.
So we're trying to get that all together, sorted, separated, whatever.
We're gonna do like some
he's gonna play the good guy
at the con. If you're in Hawaii,
I want to play the bad guy.
You might see us.
Yeah, I'm all smiley.
But
eventually, we're gonna do this whole deal.
Each other, kicking each other, slamming each other. But
if you guys would like to see that, we're gonna do like some filming at the con. If you're in Hawaii, come to Kauai Con. You might see us.
From each other.
It may look like
bad guy.
like two grown men just joking,
have
messing around, whatever, like punching each other, kicking each other, slamming each other. But we are doing this to just entertain.
Whatever.
But once that light goes on, so we're gonna just
the character's gonna come to life.
So to keep this separated from each other,
I'm gonna play the bad guy.
We're gonna have characters.
Sorry
So
for rambling.
Let's continue on.
Don't take this lightly as a man who is smiley, happy, whatever.
Yeah.
But once that light goes on,
I mean, you kind of pointed it out.
the character's gonna come to
You're not
life.
done playing with your Hasbros because there's nothing
Hopefully.
else to play with. There is no bone.
So sorry for the rambling. Let's continue on.
Bridge the gap from multiple years of adding new people to this fig bed that you have.
100%. And
at least 95.
I didn't grow up playing with wrestling figures, by the way.
Right, and then even when
I was a Star Wars kid.
The line continues.
I had Star Wars toys.
Thrives as much as it could have.
My brother had Power Rangers, so I played with his Power Ranger toys.
Deep roster.
We're gonna get into it. They just keep pumping them out, and it's like whatever it was quarterly, making a goddamn set. I'm sure there's gonna be ones that people.
I didn't grow up playing with wrestling figures, by the way. I was a Star Wars kid. I had Star Wars toys. My brother had Power Rangers, so I played with his Power Ranger toys.
Yeah. To walk into a Toys R Us or a KB, I remember one time. Yeah, that was another thing.
Well, I remember Walgreens and KB were the main spots for my Bendem picking up. And actually, I meant to say this when I started and I asked you guys that question. I remember being on vacation with my family, and I didn't bring like any toys or I don't know, and then we like stopped at a Walgreens or something, and I scooped up a bunch of Bendems, and that's like what started the whole thing. I remember getting Doink for sure, and just being like, that's how it all started for me.
There was one.
Give me. I'll be right back, guys.
And I went to KB, and I got like a new set of Bendems. Like, oh my god! And then like later, we went back to KB, and there was another new set. I was like, what?
I'll be right back. Give me. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back.
I guess like we're back.
I was ordering food.
Like, I got 2 new sets in one day. Like what the hell's going on?
I have my dad and my brother home,
I go to
so
the mall twice in one
I
day.
thought I'd be a
I went
good
to the
kid
mall
and just get them food.
once, but I was there so long I went to KB twice. Just happened to go twice.
Equally
What
as
else
strange, but all right.
What else is there for 6 hours hanging out? You can only eat one hot dog.
Yeah. How many Andes?
Sorry about that.
I will say this too about the.
I was ordering
what
food.
I liked about it, you said it continued on. Even
I have
with
my
the
dad and my
but
brother
I'm
home,
doing
so
the same thing.
I thought I'd be a
Now we
good
got
kid
like
and
3
just
sets
get
of
them
bone
food
crunchers,
too.
But what's your fig fed there? Like, 10 guys.
Right. It's tough.
So now when you're looking at
Gotta be very
multiple sets
patient.
of Bendems, all the Hasbros and Galoobs, you got a hell of a fig fed. I preferred to play with that at that
So
time.
these during
Yeah.
these was
When Jax,
so this
when
video
Jax
was filmed
came
during the
out,
pandemic. So
I was mortified that they were
really
like
interesting.
5 or 6 inches. I'm like, what? Like you can't,
Dude,
you can't use them with the other guys.
I was complete opposite though. I'm like, let's go. Yeah. I wanted bigger toys. Anyway, let's keep moving on here. How about
So these during these was
who to me?
so this video was
difference
filmed
for
during
this?
the pandemic.
This is Ray
So
Apollo.
This is clearly
really interesting.
babyface doing
Yeah, babyface Ray Apollo doing not Matt Bourne like your Hasbro. I think it should be said.
Okay.
I love it.
Before
again.
we
I wonder
continue
who's
on,
so
toyetic.
on the back.
Ooh.
Before we continue on, okay, so
Dunk the Clown, huge character in WWE or WWF at the time. Okay, but before we continue on,
like 4 or 5 different dudes. So the one that
Before
they're
we continue on,
describing
okay,
is the baby
so-
face guy.
Dunk the
Ray
Clown,
Apollo.
like
To this day, this dude
huge
does not
character
take
in
off this.
WWE or WWF
Like
at the
if
time.
he's in public, he's Doink the Clown, a baby face version.
But Doink the Clown was played by like
like-
4 or 5 different dudes.
the heel version
So
that they're talking
the one that
about,
they're describing is the baby face guy.
for any wrestling fan out there who, for any
Ray
non-wrestling
Apollo.
fan out there.
Like,
So
to
the
this
heel
day, this
is the
dude
bad
does
guy.
not take off this.
the
Like
face
if he's in public,
is the good guy.
he's Doink the Clown, a baby face
So,
version.
Um,
But
this Doink the Clown is portraying
the heel
his
version that
baby
they're
face
talking
one
about
with Ray Apollo playing the
for
character.
any wrestling fan out there who
but
for any
To many
non-wrestling
people, it was
fan out
probably
there.
the heel
So
version.
the heel is the bad
Matt
guy.
Bourne. Matt Bourne is
The face
actually,
is the
an
good
older
guy.
wrestler.
So
He
this
actually
Doink the Clown
he
is
started
portraying
off
his
wrestling
baby
in
face one
Oregon
with
in the Oregon
Ray
territory
Apollo playing the character.
with what's his
But
name?
to many people,
With
it was probably
Roddy
the
Rod
heel
him
version.
and Roddy Rod Piper many matches.
Matt Bourne.
There were like
Matt
there's
Bourne
other
is
guys from that
actually
territory.
an older
if you
wrestler.
want to know more, I think the best place you can go to watch this.
He
is Tales
actually
from the
he
Territories,
started off wrestling
produced by
in
7 Bucks
Oregon
Productions, which
in
is
the
the
Oregon
Rock's
territory
company.
with
So if
what's
you're
his name?
interested in finding out more about
With
the old
Roddy
school
Rod Piper.
wrestling territories,
Him and Roddy Rod Piper had
like the Texas
many matches.
territory, the
There were like
Memphis
there's other
territory,
guys from that
the-
territory. If you want to know more,
the
I
New York
think
territory,
the best place you
Florida
can go to watch this
territory.
is Tales from the Territories.
What their
It's produced by
names
7
were,
Bucks
like,
Productions,
originally,
which is
like,
the Rock's company.
Memphis was called
So
Mid South.
if you're interested
The
in
Mid-South
finding out more
territory.
about the old school wrestling territories,
Texas,
like the Texas territory,
I
the
forgot what
Memphis
Texas was.
territory, the
and then Florida territory,
New
that was
York territory,
NWA. So
the
NWA
Florida
ran
territory,
Florida, Georgia,
what their
Alabama,
names
like, the
were
whole
like
big
originally
section
like
there.
Memphis
NWA
was
is still
called
around to
Mid
this
South,
day, but it's not
the Mid South
as
territory,
prevalent. Like you can go and watch
Texas.
NWA product on
I forgot what
on
Texas
YouTube.
was.
if you just search up NWA
And then Florida
Power
territory, that was NWA. So
or
NWA
Thunder,
ran
it'll show up.
Florida, Georgia,
These are, like,
Alabama, like the whole
those are
big
the
section
live
there.
shows that they put on YouTube.
NWA is still around to this day, but it's
really,
not
really good stuff.
as prevalent. Like you
there's
can
some
go
good
and
guys
watch
on that roster.
NWA product on
I bet
YouTube.
it is it's
If
the
you just
Matt
search
Bourne,
up
so it's like they
NWA
probably had
Power
profiles. You know
or
what I mean?
Thunder, it'll show up.
Good point.
Yeah.
These are like
I love
those are the live shows that they put on YouTube.
You know, not Ray Apollo,
more,
but
more,
Really,
more
really good stuff.
more like straightish as opposed
Like
to
there's some good
girls.
guys on that
I
roster.
mean, listen, These are so toyetic. It was such a great idea to go with all strictly
Let's get back
Lego-based,
to it.
in my opinion. Not the best if you're doing a big fed with just Bendems.
Yeah, but
Maybe some heel face
dude,
toys,
you're
but-
talking a $2.99 thing. You're trying to catch a kid's eye in a toy store.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah, and like I guess maybe they didn't know how many they were gonna do. So let's give them all bangers up front. You know, kind of like what we did with Major Bendy's.
There you go. All baby faces. Next, how about All-American USA Lex Luger, which was like the only USA Lex Luger for years and years and years, which was kind of crazy.
The face is a.
I don't have that one.
I like it though.
The
He's so
smile is ridiculous.
just cheesing. I love it.
I think these are very look. They're supposed to be cartoonish.
I love
larger
like the
than life.
tassels on the boots.
I don't
you
think
know,
Lex
with
Luger
3D.
even smiled. So.
I would say
he pouted through that whole Lex Express run, but yeah.
I would say not quite.
I
like
don't
my
have that
Major
one.
Bendy that I had to get fixed.
Yeah, man, if you were in charge back then, this Luger would have to be a little more tan. Yeah,
But
good.
like these, like not only is wrestling like comic book characters and cartoons brought to life, but I feel like these Bendems are like comic book characters and cartoons brought into figure form. Like they're look like
it's
a
supposed to be
drawing as a figure.
larger than life. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's the idea of an action figure anyway.
But
Until honestly, until like modern figures were always supposed to look like over the top.
Right.
You know, now we have it's more where they're trying to go lifelike, but that was never like the idea. How about the bad guy, Razor Ramon?
Say hello to the back.
Would you have liked a if he's got the ring and the chains? Wouldn't you just put the vest on and make him completely pre-match?
I liked it because it was different than the Hasbro. Hasbro
True.
has the vest.
I had
I
it.
would have liked a little toothpick.
I wanted
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
That would have been cool. He's very cartoony faced.
Very
what Mark
cartoony.
said. Yeah.
I hate it.
Just the gray stubble.
When I first started collecting
I love it. I
Bendems,
think it's fantastic.
I found this whole line,
about the Diesel and the Razor. In my
but
opinion,
it was
they look more
difficult
like fake Diesel
because
than fake Razor.
I had it.
And honestly,
They did this
Razor,
video.
Razor for sure.
I wanted it.
Diesel looks like Big
All the
Bud. Come on,
collectors
look at
came
the
out of the
nose.
woodworks looking for these things.
Um,
I hate it.
I
So
definitely
it was a
like
little
the
bit
Bendem Razor.
difficult. When I first started
to
collecting
find
Bendems,
But I still
I
had it.
found this
I
whole
tried my
line.
best.
True.
Like there was an
But it was
auction for
difficult
these things that was like
because
$2.
Which most people say is Brett.
they did this video.
Yeah, for this
And
too. There was an
all the
auction that was like
collectors
$2.
came out of the woodworks looking for
I
these
almost
things.
got it. I almost got my hands
So
on
it was a little bit
And then the next thing you
difficult
know,
to find them.
it turned into
But
a
I
damn
still had
bidding
it.
war with like
Okay.
five,
I
six,
tried
seven
my
different
best.
people.
On the internet, there's the pink version.
Like there was an
and the purple
auction
version.
for these
This thing
things
got
that
up
was
to
like $2.
$100, and I was like,
I feel like I'm
no.
missing one of the versions because my pink and purple.
Yeah, for this too.
Why?
There was an auction that was like $2.
Holding your hands.
I almost got it. I almost got my hands on it. And then the next thing you
I
know,
am broke.
it turned
I am
into a
a
damn
broke
bidding war with like
dude.
5, 6, 7 different people.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
But I don't know if you can see with my lighting.
The
mine-
thing got up to $100, and I was like, no,
I don't know.
that is mine.
Guys, I can't see any
I
difference
know.
between
Mark is colorblind. Let's get that out of the
I regret
way.
that.
So, what,
But
what
I
is it
am
like,
broke.
the pink to me
I
is
am
the
a
original
broke
release,
dude.
For sure. And then for whatever reason, because this Brett eventually gets released a million times. It comes with
Right.
like the ring set sometimes. It comes in those grudge match 2-packs, just straight re-release stuff, which we don't have to get into. But and then like when the later shipments of Series 1, he's this dark, not exciting purplish color.
Yeah,
would say.
I don't quite remember which one comes first. I do like that he's got the shades. He's got the he's got.
I
the,
will say along the lines that everyone's likeness is very cartoony. This reminds me of Simpsons Brett. Right.
But I like that they have like the Brett hair, like the stringy spaghetti hair, even in the front.
Oh, that's
you know.
great. Yeah.
And it's crazy that this shitty sculpt from 1994 is still better than any Bret Hart scan that Mattel. You know.
Touche. I wish they could have gave the skull heart thing on his chest a little more effort.
Okay. But should we talk about do you have any Min on Card Series 1s like on you available, or do you have them?
They're hanging on my wall above me. So, truth be told, when I finally redid this Bendems collection, whatever it was last year, I got all of Series 1, and they came, and they were like case fresh, beautiful.
Oh, you
and that packaging, like we just talked about, it was all just so like timeless. I was like, I cannot open these. So I hung them up, and I had to re-get loose, like ones damaged ones to open up and have these loosies.
But on the back of the box, correct me if I'm wrong, they show the ring.
You really want me to go take this off the wall?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to segue. I think we need to go into this unreleased ring right here, right now.
Sure, let's do it. Man, look at that thing.
Here it is, baby. The
This dude literally spent.
Just Toys ring.
What was it?
There's a whole
Five
video on our YouTube channel where I unboxed this. This is the prototype. It's resin. It
$5
cost me a lot of
grand.
money.
I think
As
it
you
was.
see, it's huge.
I wish
It's
that's
huge.
what we got, man. Whew.
It would have been incredible. I don't even want to say, oh, I can see why they didn't.
This dude literally spent. What was it? Five?
Up that much shelf space.
No, I mean, no, not that's a modern day problem, I think.
Yeah.
Like,
$5 grand. I think it was.
Logos, the red, white, and blue. I would say
they're very new gen, which I love.
Very, very new gen. But the best part about it, it was supposed to come with Dink.
Which is crazy.
Look at this, Dink the Clown. And it's half the size.
God, that's awesome.
Right? Like, it's incredible. Now, like, I knew.
Okay.
We've seen this.
Bro, my new major.
Okay, so we're gonna stop the video there for a second. So, for any other wrestling fans out there, or with non-wrestling fans, Dink was the mini version of Doink the Clown. As you can see, like pictured here as the Bendem. Okay. But Dink was played by a little man. Okay, so we're gonna stop the video there for a second. The whole copy. So, for any other wrestling fans out there, or with non-wrestling fans, little people, Dink was the mini version of Doink the Clown. Some like you can watch like classic, as you can see, when, like pictured here as the Bendem. It's actually pretty funny. But Dink was played by a little man. Just prefacing, I am 21, I don't want to get the whole copy. I just know a little bit about this stuff. Struck, but but I go back and people, watch like classic matches and whatever, or classic Raws and Smackdowns. Some like you can watch like classic clips from when like Dink and Doink were together. Like it's actually pretty funny. It was like a little person that Doink brought out. Just prefacing, like, I am 21, so I was born in 01. So if, I just know a little bit about this stuff. If you watch wrestling, but I go back and I watch like classic matches and whatever, or classic Raws and Smackdowns from like WWE. Dink the Clown is actually one of like the whole was like a little person Irish that Doink brought out a couple times. Like kind of deal. It was like once in a while. So if if you watched wrestling, this is what they portrayed little people like the early 2000s. Like little people. You guys remember Hornswoggle, like a sideshow. The little duding. Women's wrestling the whole sideshow attraction at one time. Irish. Like, it was crazy. A leprechaun, jiggish kind of deal. So, well, just putting it out there before. He's there. He was. This is what they portrayed little people as. Like little people used to be kind of like a sideshow attraction. Women's wrestling was the sideshow attraction at one time. Like it was crazy back in those days. So, well, just putting it out there before.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, you're right.
So it's not until like the internet where I realized, or maybe it was a WWF magazine where they show photos from a toy fair. You can see the ring in the background, and then like the Dink is there. Or there's like toy fair catalogs where the Dink is clearly there. So I had no idea about this till later, and I was like, well, I'm never gonna get this Dink. And then I will be right back. Give me just a second, guys.
him and probably didn't think. Okay, sorry. Give me just a second, guys. Mr. Getting ready for work. Okay. Sorry. Let's go again.
Of course, if my zone has it, that's a whole nother story. But I needed it for my Just Toys collection. But what was so interesting is that when I got the rig, it came with the blueprints. Now, that's not necessarily that interesting. I guess it is.
Okay.
I think it's awesome.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Sorry.
try
Let's
to
go
produce
again.
this ring now for the Major Benny's line. So it's nice to have the blueprints. You know what I'm saying? And but what's great is that if you read downstairs, down on the side, it has like all like the dates of everything. And it includes, you know, it says 1994. And if the date is, if I'm reading this correctly, November 15th, 1994. And I brought this up to Toyota Toys, and I just who sold me this ring. Is if you go watch the Raw from 11/15/94, maybe D3 can help us. Everyone in Series 1 is on that Raw wearing this gear.
Oh, okay. So, D Freedom is the guy who checks all the stats and whatever. He's also the one who picks all the different figures to get Alf. Oh, okay. So, D Freedom is the guy who checks all the stats and whatever. He's also the one who picks all the different figures to get Alf.
Yeah, very cool.
So I love that, you know, almost 30 years later.
That's Bill McKenna style. I'm sure like a Just Toys rep was there and took pictures of them, and that was the all end all, those reference shots.
Look at this. It's like if you look at this up close, you can see like a sketch of how there's the ring and how the turnbuckle should look. Can you guys see that here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Very cool.
What's even like so great about this is like, okay, this ring is so delicate. Like, for instance, the posts and the turnbuckles are connected, and they're connected to the ring. So like, it was shipped so delicately that I couldn't send this off to get like 3D printed, but they sent me I produced like a sample of the turnbuckle with post, so we could 3D print this baby and have it ready. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then all we gotta do is follow the blueprints, or just make a goddamn rectangle, pop these in, get some ropes, and we're set.
Wow.
You know, so this was worth the $6,000 alone.
What an investment piece.
What an investment. So it's just a shame that we never got this ring. We will talk about the other ring in a little bit, and that's just a pure like miscarriage of justice.
We'll break it down.
Yeah.
Let's get into Series 2.
Oh, I think we need to do our favorite figure from each set. Let's do that. That's a little
Okay, great idea. Diesel. Period.
Brett. Pink Brett. Purple Brett is very uninspiring.
I'm going with Diesel. How could Diesel not be the favorite?
Yeah, you need it.
First Diesel figure.
Yeah,
absolutely need it.
That's the best there is. That's one of the best there ever will be, guys. All right. Series 2. Along the lines of what we just alluded to, Series 2 of pictures eventually when the internet becomes a thing. You find that photo that Adam Bomb is supposed to be in this set. It would round it out to 5 guys, which in my research for this I just realized got nixed because he left the company. They go down to 4 guys, and then the series never get 5 again. It's just 4 all the way through.
I have all of it.
Also, 1, 2, 3 Kid, different. Men on a Mission, Mabel turns into King Mabel, which is a good change.
Which is also, I guess also it should be said that originally everybody would have been all baby faces again. Yeah, right. From the jump, but it doesn't come out that way, like you said. So Mabel, let's do Mabel first. He was painted up Men on the Mission style, but what we get, and I think the black shirt underneath is what, and the mohawk actually, is heel turn Mabel.
King Mabel. It's great. First Mabel figure again.
Oh no, it actually. Oh my God, Man on a Mission. Mabel, Mo, and everybody's already got this.
What?
Yeah.
That's the first time I noticed that.
Mabel, Mo, Oscar. That's nuts. Man on a Mission. Mabel, Mo, Oscar.
Oh my God. I'm today's years old. I realize that.
That's the.
So the cool thing about this Mabel is, in Series 1, all of the bodies are, whatever, similar. They're obviously some different molds.
They're different,
stuff.
right.
This
All
is
different, yeah.
wildly different in that, it's a big man. It's got the weird big pants and stuff.
But this, it has to be said that Series 2, the scale's already went
a little
slightly, yeah.
And Mabel is
a good breath.
And Mabel is not as big as he should be. He's
not as heavy
pants.
as he should be. Yeah.
He should be. He should be wider for sure. For sure.
I do like the first time we get like that star is like bedazzled. That deco bit.
Mine is not.
Whoa. Mine has glitter in it. Clearly. See that?
Yes.
Oh baby. Today's year.
What is going on here, folks?
Oh boy.
By the way, you can find that today's year's old shirt up for sale. Major WWF.
Yeah.
Oh man. Whoa.
Who's next?
Well, first off, Mabel, great dude, was on the roster with us when we started. And every time I think of him, and I don't even know if Broski remembers this, we were like on tour. We went to a strip club with him, and it was me, you, and him in a taxi. And one of us said, like, hey, we weren't going to come, but we decided to come. And he goes, boys, sleep when you're dead. Awesome, dude.
There you go.
All right. How about the guy who I always thought was so cool and toyetic throughout my adolescence, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Yeah, I have him.
I hate this figure. I love it because it's the only figure in wrestling history of the
He's one of my all-time favorites.
In this era, yes.
Yeah.
This is his return. This is obviously post-Braids, post-WCW, he's back in the mid-90s.
He's got, if you look carefully, he's got tassels on his boots. Like they kind of blended, so you don't really notice them. But he's got tassels on.
Nah, that's cool. He's another one. He's petite compared to
the size is next to Luger. Not great.
Look at Razor. Towering over him already. So the scale, already 2 sets in, the scale gets a little wacky.
Yeah, but to me, at the time, I'm playing with these guys with galoobs and
also,
who cares?
I'm staring at this. This was clearly supposed to be in Bikers or something. Look at the cut.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't remember him ever wearing bike. Oh, I guess he does wear bikers.
He does wear bikers. Yeah.
But
it's fine, but you know what I would love to call out?
No deco at all.
Yeah, you know what I would love to call out too as we get into this? One of my things that drove me nuts, it drives me nuts now and as a kid, when you get a Bendem and you open them and they get those stains in the butt from being stuck to the package.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, you like try to get them off.
By the way, when I recollected these,
literally,
I bought them all mint on card because who knows?
Yeah.
They were pretty cheap at the time, like reasonable, $10, $20 for most of them on card.
Yeah, they're starting to go up.
Yes. I
and there's a couple that are making into our action.
Right. I had them as a kid. Then I got them all like mint when I was in my early 20s. Sold them all off. And about 2 or 3 years ago, I rebought them all, and a lot of them I got in a big lot, and they were filthy. But I gave them a good old fig bath and cleaned them off, and they're almost as good as new. Yeah. Which you can do with LJNs.
I would not submerge them because of the holes. Sorry, I'm already skipping ahead. Undertaker's next. I would. There's the holes. So I don't know. I feel weird about submerging them, but you can clean them. And
I fully submerged them, baby.
Actually, you know what I did with the ones in this collection? I used Lysol wipes actually, and like kind of scrub them really good. And
yours have a really good shine to them.
Yeah.
Is that a brand new one?
I know. I just had to clean the stuff off his butt, so I definitely opened this one.
All right. So my Undertaker's a little dull.
I can't believe this Mabel discovery we've already made here.
But now listen. I'm sure.
This Taker's a gray one, and it's his only good Bendem, and he's got several.
I also like this.
I like Lord of Darkness, but the Undertaker. We'll get to that.
You're crazy, dude.
Yeah. Only good Bendem. What I liked is a couple things. One, it's the first figure of Undertaker in the purple.
I have that loose and on card.
Also, first one with
no
hat.
Yeah.
And then later, if you get, for instance, like Mark said, you get.
It took a long time to actually find one of those.
Guys in the big bed, you take that hat, you put him on here. It's perfect.
Oh, I did that. You just jogged the memory. Yeah.
Put that hat on.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I never did that, but wow, great call.
Love it.
Cool.
Good figure. Really good figure.
And rounding up the set, probably my favorite defense because I never had, growing up, the green card Hasbro. 1, 2, 3, kid.
Same here. I never had 1, 2, 3 kid.
I have that loose,
1, 2, 3 kid.
and I have it
cool.
mint.
This, to me, is just like, man, like 1, 2, 3 kid was so over.
Yeah, especially like young
cheap
kids like loved it. Yeah, you know.
This was my first custom. Bought this for $1.99 at Walgreens. Immediately took it back to Steve Nagron's house and made him an X-Pac.
So
you must have bought him way later.
Years later, yeah.
So that's the weird thing, like.
I remember getting this, and he's like DiBiase's heel, and I'm like kind of sad.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, but the other thing too is this figure, going back a little bit, he was in stores for years. I saw him in Walgreens years.
There's distribution things about these figures that we can get into that I can't even explain.
And listen, guys, let's get this right off the bat. This is not like a complete history of every re-release. Like there's a fucking Lex Luger on an Attitude Era card. Like listen, we're not getting into that.
I honestly don't have the answers for that kind of stuff.
No, we're not getting into those.
The Brett was released for years.
Right.
Same with, I mean, nuts. I don't even understand it. Yeah.
Okay, we're not going to get into all that stuff. We'll mention it, but we're not going to go into detail about the Canadian and foreign cards were different. Like we're not doing. We're just doing the actual figures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So favorite figure from Series 2.
As a child, I would say 1, 2, 3 kid, but it's Taker now. Because not to mention, like I said, the rest of Taker's run in this series is abysmal.
I'm going to say Mabel again, like another new character. Did we ever get a Jax Lex Superstar Mabel?
Classic Superstar, yes.
Okay. So for a long time, this is the only Mabel.
Oh, for sure. Well, and then you get Big Daddy V.
Right, but I'm saying
Mabel, yes.
1, 2, 3 kid for me. Cool. Or X.
And let's also, let's give ourselves a little pat on the back, a little plug. We are making that.
So, thanks for tuning in. This was 2.5 hours. I gotta get ready for work, so thanks to those who were who hung out, whatever. You guys have a great day. I'll see you later. Maybe we can do this tomorrow. I'll probably get up early tomorrow. We can do this again. Other than that, thank you for tuning in.